Good evening, everyone. Guys, I said I wouldn't do it, but here I find myself doing another video about crime in the United Kingdom. So we're going to talk about this guy, Chris Carver, and the police officer today being let off with whatever he was insinuated to be charged with. There was an investigation and people were saying it was something else. But guys, let's be quite clear about this. The whole situation, in my opinion, should have never even gone to court. Now, I'm going to share with you the body cam footage that's been released on the what is it? I think it's the BBC. We're going to play that in a second, and we're going to talk through what's actually happening, and I'll let you guys decide yourselves. Was this the right course of action to take under these circumstances? And then once we've talked about that and we understand whether it was the right course of action or not, we're going to talk about some of the things that people like not Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan have been saying, some of the things that people have been called for. We're going to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement, and we're going to talk about all this absolute insanity that's happening right now on the streets of our country. Guys, Elon Musk was right. We are heading for a civil war, and I do think it's inevitable. So we'll go straight to the share screen now, guys. In fact, that is not the share screen at all. This is the share screen. So this is the body cam footage of the incident. I will make this a little bit bigger. Right, I'm going to play this, guys, and then I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to give commentary at various points. So here you've got the footage. This footage is of this guy here, the orange guy, I believe. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. This black car here, this is the vehicle that I think it's called an assailant in this context. The bad guy, basically, the guy they're trying to apprehend. Right, so straight away he's identified himself. I mean, realistically, as if he didn't know who he was, but legally he has to do that. So he's identified himself clear, loud. He said armed police. All right, so that's pretty much an indication of, what are you doing? Don't move. Okay, show me your hands. Show me your hands. So right there, you've got this guy, Chris Carver. He's been stopped right there by armed police. Now, he's got a choice. Right now, he can do as he's told by the police, as you should do, as he, literally, guys, for future reference, if a police officer tells you to do something, you kind of do it. That's how we operate in this country. So he doesn't show his hands and he drives off. You see him now. He's driving down here. And he gets wedged. He gets wedged between this police car and I believe this is a civilian car. Now, you've got other officers that I believe are pink, orange, green, yellow, and I think all these guys are other officers. Now, at this point, well, let's play more of the video. Okay, so now at this point, he reverses out of that bottleneck where he's been caught between these two this police car and this civilian car. Right. So my question to you guys is, I'd love to hear from any liberals out there who think that this is totally acceptable. At this point, is he driving erratically? Yes or no? Is he driving erratically? That's the question. Whatever the answer is to that, could that driving endanger life? What do you think that is? So what action should the police take? Should they just say, guys, yeah, leave him, he's all right. He might hurt somebody, let him go, he might hurt somebody. Or should they stop the criminal from committing crimes? I know what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then it was at this point that that the guy was shot. Obviously, this bit's being cut from the footage. I'm sure you can find it somewhere on the internet. So anyway, I will share that with you guys. I'll put it in the link in the description below. But if we have right, so as far as I'm concerned, that should have never gone to court. It should have never had a jury or a judge or whatever. It's ridiculous that it did. Now, people are saying that this guy, you know, the police officer, he acted with negligence. I genuinely don't see what negligence is there. I mean, you've got a man driving a car, smashing his way through other cars, you know, in the middle of the street. Could, in my opinion, guys, this is my opinion and my thoughts. Could he have endangered or hurt somebody, potentially fatally wounding somebody by his driving at that incident? It's a non-brainer for me, guys. This should have never even been brought to court. And then we've got all these liberals on the streets now, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know, and all the rest of it. And I get that, you know, Black lives do matter. So do white people's lives. So do Asian people's lives. I'm of the opinion all lives matter, you know, equally. Unless you're trying to unless you're doing something that endangers somebody else's life. And then at that point, when you're endangering other people's lives, guess what? You've got less of a right than other people because you're trying to endanger other people. So you shouldn't have the same rights as them law-abiding citizens. If you're trying to hurt people by erratic driving, you know, you have the potential to hurt people by erratic driving, you shouldn't have the same rights as everyone else. The law shouldn't cover you as equally as it covers those, you know, mum and daughter who are just walking back from the park. You know, are we supposed to treat these people? No, of course not. It's absurd. Now, you know, people like I keep wanting to say Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan, at the beginning when this incident happened, you know, he was calling for change, and they were saying, you know, I feel your grievance to the black community, and we know you want change. What change do you want? In that incident, how do you want the police to act differently? I mean, do they have to say, oh, guys, right, stop, everybody, lads, close, put your safety catches on, lads. Just let him go. Just let this one off. Yeah, no, he's all right, him. He's all right, him. No, we're changing. We're letting these. And again, you know, I don't know why these police officers were trying to apprehend this guy. Kind of doesn't matter for the shooting incident. The fact is they were trying to apprehend him for some reason now. Whether that was a legitimate law he broke, whether that was, you know, a mistake, whether it was a misunderstanding, it kind of doesn't matter, because what matters is what was happening on the ground and what those police officers had to react to. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that the police officers had got the right guy. They were going to arrest him for whatever reason, and I don't know the reason. It really doesn't matter for this incident. What are they supposed to do? They've got the guy. He starts smashing cars up with his car. They're supposed to say, right, lads, this guy's a bit too violent for us. Let's not use our weapons. Is that really what we're saying the change is going to be? And then we've got people now protesting on the streets for Black Lives Matter. Yes, Black lives do matter. So they should pay attention to the police and do as they're told by the law. Guys, you know, you can't go, you can't act like this with the law and then complain when the law turns against you. It's ridiculous, guys. You know, I'll be quite clear. I want strong laws in the United Kingdom. I want strong and fair laws in the United Kingdom. I want strong and fair laws that are upheld and that everybody respects. You know, and I will keep saying this: laws should apply equally to everyone. That means that laws should apply to everyone. Now, whether you're black, white, you know, green, blue, orange, purple, whether you're an alien, probably not aliens, actually. You know, the law should apply equally to you. Now, we've got the situation in the United Kingdom where we have such a fractured society. It seems like the law is more or less being eroded for some people, and some people feel they don't have to abide by it. Guys, the long and short of this is, if an armed police officer comes up to you with a firearm and says, armed police, put your hands up, show me your hands. Guys, show him your hands. Just please do that for me. Absolutely absurd, guys. This thing should have never even gone to trial. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for me now. I'm not going to do any more of these crime things. They're not really going to affect on a global spectrum. They're not going to really affect things on the global spectrum. I'm going to concentrate more on the international developments. But guys, you know, absolutely wild times at the moment in the United Kingdom. Anyway, guys, I'm going to max a grade, and I'll get you guys another video later.